Morning, friends. Happy Friday. I got my mask on, as you can see. I tried to, feel a little sexy today. So I got my mask on. I just cut my hair. And I just woke up. Y'all, I just woke up today with the only choking spell. Y'all ever had those? Like, you just be sleeping, the next thing you know, you're choking. Like, I'm coughing for a good 15 minutes. I'm clearing my throat. My nose got all like weird. It literally just came out of nowhere. So I had to hop in the shower and was in the shower just coughing away for like another 15 minutes, and then it just stopped. So then I got out the shower and I was able to, revive myself, lotion back up, and then go back to sleep. That was around like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So yeah, but right now Derek's outside. I think he talking to a neighbor, so look at him being social. But y'all, that photo shoot the other day really kind of woke our spirits up to kind of get back into the game of just putting ourselves out there and getting opportunities and whatnot. So we're really excited about that. I had a call with a web series. If you guys are not tuned in, go check out the Native web series. It's a gay web series, and it's based here in New York. So I had seen something they posted on Threads. I went to go check it out, and then I was just like, you know what, this would be a great way to be a part of a project that's not mine. And I always say that, like, I've been working a long time building my own thing, but sometimes I want to be in other people's projects so I can see what they're doing that's different from what I'm doing, because I'm only one person who does things one way. So I always be looking for people to be like, oh, okay, like, I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. Like, I never thought of it like that, because I'm just one person with one brain. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. And then Derek has this photo shoot on Monday, and I'm so excited with that. When y'all be in these relationships with people and for a long time, like, it gets to a place where like things aren't just like the happiest and whatnot because of life things that are going on. And it's just like you see the person that you're with and you see them going through what they're going through, and sometimes you can't help, or they don't want your help, and you just automatically think that they want your help because you're all together. But so it's just so good to see him back getting into what he really wants to do, because that's something he's always wanted to do. But yeah, yo, I'm just waiting for him to come back in. I think I'm about to hop on the computer. I have to make some polls for the network, and then I think we're trying to figure out like what the next type of outfit that we're gonna do. This time I need to put a little bit more effort. I was a little sick on that last video when y'all see me with the sweater with the red on it. I felt a little sick, but we told ourselves we was gonna do the photo shoot on Wednesday, and it ended up being, on Tuesday. And then Tuesday came, and the mood just wasn't there. So we were like, oh, let's just do it tomorrow. And then Wednesday came, and like, he was like, do you want to do it? I'm like, not really. He was like, well, we could just push it to tomorrow. I'm like, no, let me get my ass up and go. Yo, these things, I love them, but like the mouth region be like all tight. Like the eyes, I feel like I can never see. I don't like things by my eyes, or like touch my eyelash. Like that shit is like annoying as hell. But some of our older videos are doing well on YouTube, and that's getting me excited because I'm just like, they're going back and watching the past videos. So if you're not tuned in, like, subscribe by now, go ahead and do that, and just stay on this journey with us. Like, I watched YouTube for like, I think 2020, like 2019, 18 is when I really started watching YouTube. But to see the people that I started watching at the beginning of the pandemic, and they only had like 30 views and whatnot, to then like seeing them now with 100,000 subscribers plus, like, 100,000 on Instagram and stuff, and just seeing how they're using their content to make things. They're buying houses and cars, and you know, not saying I necessarily want to do that, but as someone who's just been creative for a really long time, and like, I've just always wanted that in a time when that wasn't the norm. And so people used to look at me like I was crazy. So now that it's actually tangible, you know, I'm trying to get that, but then you also deal with ageism and shit like that and feeling like you're too old now and whatnot. But we're going to still rise to the top. You guys are going to be right there along with us. So sit back and relax because there's more vlog coming to you. I just wanted to come in real quick and talk about something real quick. You know, in my, I just gave myself a haircut. You see my eczema? Ugh. To make an appointment soon. But yeah, at this big old age that I am right now, like I remember I used to just like allow people to just say certain things and I wouldn't like really say nothing back. And it's because like when I was raised, like my parents used to be like, oh, don't talk about this person, don't talk about this person. If they're going through this and you see it, like don't actually call it out. Like that's kind of thing. Like, so, but the downside to that was those people never got that conversation to do that same thing back to me. So it's just like, I literally would have people just say whatever they wanted, you know, to me, my cousins, my friends, and, you know, I was just always so meek and mild. And then when I turned into an adult, like, you know, I didn't really let it go down like that, but I definitely let it happen, like, especially with people that I really thought were my friends. Like, it was just certain things that were said, but I would just always let it roll off my shoulder. Because I'm just like, if I know it's not true, like, why the fuck am I going to get mad and believe it? Like, I know it's not true. But, you know, I had a situation a couple weeks ago with a friend of a long time. And the one thing is that I will say is, like, us living in that hotel changed us, like, forever. I don't think that I would be the old version of me. Because it was like, it's just a different life when you have to live that life of survival and trying to figure it out. Like, we were paying $400 a week, and that's when you paid weekly. Sometimes we didn't have it to pay weekly, so we were paying daily, which was $50, $60, $70 a day, depending on what day of the week it was. So there were times literally I would get up at 6 in the morning, be doing DoorDash until noon, just so we can make the money, and then I would have like an extra $30 left for the rest of the day. Like, that's the type of time that we were on. And so, you know, I did the friend a favor, allowed her to stay in my house. And, you know, it didn't work out for her for whatever reason, and that's totally fine. But, like, at the end of the day, like, you know, it wasn't up to your standards, whatever, I get it. But none of that was discussed before. And so, you know, as she's talking about, you know, me paying back the money that she gave me, in the process of saying all that, like, I was just like, well, you know, I'll pay you some back because I understand, but I also, like, I literally just came from being homeless, like, 6 months ago. Like, so paying you back that amount of money right now isn't in my cards. Like, I'm still trying to get my life back on track. Like, I don't know what the fuck anyone thinks that means. And one of her response lines was, it's not where we were, it's where we're at right now. And, like, you know when, like, someone sends you a paragraph text and, like, there's only that one line that you just keep rereading? Like, I just kept rereading that shit because it was just so insensitive. Especially when the person that you're talking to has, like, a job that is, like, a dream job for them. Like, a person who has known you for trying to get into your creative bag for a really long time. Like, this is not something where I've just always been some loser and, like, you know, like, you owe me the money, like, give it to me. Like, I've dished out enough favors over the years, done things, showed up for things, and did that. And then I'm not saying, like, that's, like, a thing to not pay somebody back, but I'm tired of being slighted. I'm tired of people just saying whatever the fuck they think they can say to me. I hate that. And, like, it has just literally been a pattern for not only in my life, but in Derek's life, too. I've watched it happen with him and his family, and him and friends that we have do that to him, and they do it to me. And it's just like, when did we become these people that y'all think that y'all could just talk to any type of way? Because it's just like, you know, you throw a degree in front of somebody's name, you throw a doctor in front of somebody's name, and it's like, oh my God, like you're so amazing, you're like, you're so amazing, so amazing. But if you don't have like, I don't have like a degree. I mean, I have a degree, but I don't have a, something to throw in everybody's face. Like, oh, I got my master's, I got my PhD, like, oh, like I got my trade and da da da, I got my business. And it's just like, I mean, I have my business, but it's just like to the people that's looking outside in, it's just like, okay, like, so what are you doing? Like, and it's just like after 4 to 5 years of constant struggle, constant downfalls due to life, not because of me, not because, I wasn't paying my bills, because I wasn't going to work. Like, I was going to work chilling. I worked a remote job that was remote. I was hired for it remote. And who knew that fucking 6 weeks later they would call everybody back to office? This is the pandemic. We had been in the pandemic for a year or something. So it's just like I wasn't seeing no future end in sight. But for them to request you back to work, it was just kind of like, damn, like, that's crazy. But when I read that line, and it's like something I try to like, let it roll off my shoulders. And I'm noticing that nowadays, like, I can't let it roll off my shoulders no more. Like, I'm gonna be affected by it, because it's just like, yo, why is it every time I'm trying to be helpful, people take that as a slight, and then like they just want to shit on me? Like, it's just like, that is crazy to me. And so, I've just been like, this past week, I've just been really trying to like get all of it off of me, because I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of all the, like, I'm tired of a lot of the people that I've known from the past. I am ready to change my number. I am ready to just be done with it all. I'm tired of getting on Facebook and looking at Facebook memories and seeing all of these people I just do not fuck with no more. All of these people who have talked cash shit about me, all of these people who have went and spread rumors about me, all of these people who did nothing when other people were saying shit about me and never defended my name, but yet I was defending your name when people used to talk trash about you, because that's just the type of person I am. Like, you're not gonna do that. They not here. You're not gonna do that. But that's never the story I get, when it's always, oh my God, Mush, I heard something about you. Oh God, what is it now? Like, what is it now? Who got a problem with me now? Because I feel like once I stop doing, now all of a sudden it's an issue with Mush and all of that. So, and it's just like the cabin trip. Like, people keep texting me like, oh my God, Mush, like, you're going on a cabin trip, you're going on a cabin trip. And I'm just like, I haven't even responded, because I'm just like, bro, like, I don't even want to continue to keep this drama going. Like, it's just like, my last cabin trip was my last cabin trip. The group fell out, and that is it. Like, it's like, that's it. I don't want to discuss it. And like, for the people that weren't really in it and involved in it, I don't want to get them involved by being like, no, I don't associate with that group no more. And then now they're going to go back and be like, oh my God, like, what happened? Like, da 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 da. Like, it just sucks to be a founding member of something, and then shit just go left, or you just don't see the vision of what they are doing anymore. And it's just like, I put almost 10 years into that. And so, like, for me to see that it's still going on, like, it's just like, that shit bothers me, because it's just like, But at the end of the day, like, good luck. Like, because I'm planning my events over here, so it's just like, I hope it works out well. Like, I hope it works out well, but I won't be there. And there will be never, ever anything in life that will get me to go on a trip like that again with some of those individuals. It's just not what I want to do in my life. And at this big old age of 40, I'm just being like, I'm doing what I want. I'm doing what I want, and I don't care if you don't like it. Like, I never really cared, but I always had an inkling in my mind, like, oh my God, like, what is this person gonna say? What is this person gonna say? What my parents gonna say? Like, but I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that now. Like, even like with Derek, oh my God, what Derek gonna say? No, like, I'm doing what I want, because it's like, oh my God, y'all. That just means I need to just get off this camera, because God was like, I don't want you talking about that no more. So I'm gonna cut this camera off. My phone definitely died. But yeah, I think this is just gonna be like a little moments with Mush. Just to chat with you guys. Give you a little insight into me and what I'm doing. Also, I might as well tell you in this video because I'm tired of stalling. But so you guys don't know, but I am a person who has been going out for a really long time. I think I started going out when I was like 15 years old. Like I used to be at the teen parties, and then my brother turned older, and we used to be sneaking me into the clubs and the bars and whatnot. So, you know, I always, and I grew up in a family who was very like entertainment based. So it was lots of cookouts and get ups and meetups and music and dancing, and like I love that part of just my life. And you know, it also, like, going out has also been the gateway of how I've obtained some of the opportunities and get into the rooms that I've been in, because I've just been out and about and meet people. Like a lot of people being like, oh, like you're wasting your time going out and stuff like that. But you know, it can be really beneficial because like a lot of people who run entertainment are out and they're gay. So I used to be out and gay and seeing these people like, oh, hey, stylist. Oh, hey, assistant to this person, assistant to that person. Like, you know, you work for this magazine, you work for this style company. Like, it's just like, that's just how I was able to just meet and greet folks. So, and then, you know, I just love being out. So I wanted to come back here and just really, you know, for the past couple of months, I've just been taking in like the atmosphere of New York, because like it's definitely changed. The gay scene here has definitely changed. One, because it's just like regional things have ended. Like there's like, you know, you still come to New York, you hear New York music, and like they still play music the same here. But now the clubs are filled with people from Wisconsin who've been living in New York for 3 years. Like people from LA who now live in New York. Like, so it's like some of the New York essence be gone until you go into the deep sections of the real old New York that's still left. You know, like when you go to sections of the Bronx or Brooklyn and stuff like that, that hasn't been truly gentrified yet. Like you can still feel that New York essence. So it's just like I came back wanting to feel that, because that down south partying was not for me. All of that Jeezy and Young Thug and all of that, like music, I couldn't. Like never no R&B. There was like an R&B song, one reggae song, like a night. Like I used to be like, bruh, please, where is the music? Like, yo, I'm gonna fight this dog. Now he sat right on the charger. So I came back, and then, you know, coming back to New York, I'm just like, wow, like even like the NYC parties got sections now. Like that section shit in Atlanta used to get on my nerves. Sorry y'all if y'all see me scratching. I'm just changing the seasons. But I got my medicine. I'm trying to put it on. But yeah, like, you know, the sections and like the cliquishness and all of that. And like, I really just wanted to start throwing events that just are like just pure kickbacks where people could just come and drink and vibe and chill. Not really necessarily like, oh, like you gotta put the fits on. If you wanna put the fits on, put the fits on. Like you should wanna do that because that's you. But I just wanna get a space. And then also like, you know, being 40 and over, I'm very young looking version of 40. So then like essentially I don't feel like I should be in the spots with like some of the men who look on the older side of 40. Like, you know, because when you get up into that 40 and 50 range, it's just like I don't be seeing some of the people that look like me. So it's like I don't always want to be in that type of setting. But then again, it's like I also don't want to be in the 18 to get in, 21 to party, even 21, 25. Like I don't want to do all that, because y'all be doing all that dancing around, getting so drunk that you bumping into people and all that. Like you should be able to do a two-step without bumping into nobody. And if you do bump into somebody, you should be able to be adult enough to be like, oh shit, my bad, bro. I felt my whole shoulder check you in the back. My bad. Because that's how you avoid fights and all of that, like, and stuff like that. So I wanted to just come back and throw like events that I can kind of just like create community. So I have like a eats and beats like type pop-up party thing that I want to do, and I'm calling it Pepper Seed NYC. And I'm calling it Pepper Seed for two reasons. One, because like Pepper Seed is the dance, and like I was heavily involved in dancehall culture for many years, and you know the Pepper Seed is one of the dances. But then also it's just like, you know, the Pepper Seed is kind of like food related, which is I want to have like small bites at the parties, because like sometimes you be paying, and that's the other thing, you be paying $60-$70 now for parties. Like some of these pride parties were outrageous, and I get it because the economy and stuff like that, but like I'm still getting the same shit that I was getting 15 years ago for $20. Like, I'm just getting dancing in the DJ. There's not nothing to eat. Y'all don't ever offer no free nothing. Like, it's like I still gotta pay for drinks at the bar and stuff like that. And so it's like, if I'm gonna pay $70, I want it to be like a nice venue, a nice place. Like, I'm gonna get food out of this. I'm gonna get some type of thing out of this. I also want it to be, you know, in like, I want it to encompass all type of events, like, you know, whether that's people with black businesses. Maybe we'll have a black business meetup. You have black business, we can do a happy hour for that. Or if you're an artist and you want to meet up with a producer, we can have, you know, things for that, like an art, like happy hour. We can just make art type stuff. Like, but it's for, you know, and one of the main reasons I did this is, one, because coming from the South, what I missed the most about the North was the fact that, like, I partied separately. Like, it's just like, for me, the black gay clubs were my spot. You didn't see me in the white gay clubs. That wasn't my vibe. It wasn't my vibe. And I've been through enough in those spots where I didn't feel welcome to never not go back again, because if I don't feel welcome, I'm not gonna go. And so it's just like, you know, but the black gay spaces that we loved, they're no longer here. And why are they not here? Because they all closed down. They all closed down. There's like staples, like gay clubs that are staples in New York. And like the ones that are still here, I'm like, wow, that's still here, but that's gone. Like, it's just like all the good places are gone. And then the places that I used to be like, they're still open. And most of them are the white gay spots. And then, you know, I'm tired of the whole like, oh, like, we go here on Thursday nights because it's black night. Like, I hate shit like that. I hate it. Like, and then also it's just like, when we have our parties, we're very welcome into, you know, other races and whatnot. Like, we make them feel comfortable. And like, you know, it just goes back to that whole thing with black folks. Like, oh shit, you're invited to the cookout. Like, they say that to white people. But what is the reverse to that? What do the white people say when they think a black person's cool? Think about that. And so it's just like, you know, and then also now coming back to New York, the women in the gay spots. Ladies, I'm sorry, but no. It's a hard no for me, especially in today's day and age, because it's like, you know, you see a lot of, you know, rage bait online, especially when it comes to like LGBT issues or things like that. Like, you got the shade room, like they'll purposely do shit to engage homophobic like comments. Like, it's just like, you know, they'll have August Alsina and it'll be like, ladies, what do you think about August Alsina? You're literally setting up the platform for these women to be like, oh, he a faggot, ill, like, I don't want no, and then all the men to be like, oh, that's all, he's sus, that's mad mo, and all. So, you know, and then like it was, and I came up with this idea for Pepper C because I was standing in the club when I got back, and this might have been like 4 months ago. And I was kind of standing like behind the bar because like the bar was full and 3 of the seats at the bar were women. So like, you know, I'm standing there and then I walk in and then like a transgender girl walks in and like, you know, more on the beginning level of the transition, if that's what they were doing. The way that this woman sat there was like, and like literally scanned her up and down and literally looked so disgusted. And I'm just like, why are you here? Why are you here if you don't like it? Like, you know, the straight girls who come to the club and then they like be grinding, trying to grind up behind you. Miss, if you don't get from behind me, what are you doing? What are you doing? Or like the girl who just automatically turns into the fag. Yes, honey. Just because you're in the gay club, don't come in here talking to me like that. Like what are you doing? And like, I get it. And like, you know, I blame a piece of it on like, you know, the gays who have these girls, because it's just like, you should be teaching them to be like, nah, don't do that. But everybody don't know the law of the game, especially, like I said, because everything's not regional here. Certain shit that flies in the South gay scene would never fly here. Like, it's just like, people fight up here in New York, but like, you don't see constant fight videos at the club. Like Atlanta, like you're gonna see a fight every single time, like every single time. And like, they just be on social media arguing, then they wait till they see each other and start fighting. and like they was fighting each other with hookah bases and Hennessy bottles and all that shit. I used to be in them clubs like, get me out of here. Marquette, y'all never see me in there. Y'all never see me in there. I went there one time, was like, never the fuck again. But yeah, so I wanted to create Pepper Seed because I'm like, I wanted a space for black gay men. Sorry to everyone else, you know, like that's not my bag. I just, you know, no offense to nobody, but I just wanted a space where we can enjoy each other and like it not be so like highbrow, so, you know, cliquish, so like, you know, you gotta be this and have this to be a part of this. Like, nah, like if you cool, you got style, you cool, like come on out and have a good time, and like let's build like a community of social events. Like, you know, I was watching the interview with Deviant, with Micah from Deviant, and I just love what he was saying about how he started Deviant and whatnot. And I was just like, you know what, that goes back to me. Like, you know, I never thought that I would be one to be like, oh, you know, I want to empower the community, especially as a young gay in this, because in the DL scene like that, I said I would never be the one. Like, you still won't catch me like wearing like a gay flag or hanging it outside my house. I just don't feel like I got to do all of that. But I do want to be there for, you know, that young gay who's not obviously gay, and it's just like the guy who struggles with not being the obvious gay but catches the heat for being gay, which was me. And you know, like I tried to separate my life as much as I could, but people would clock me and I'd just be like, ooh, like. And so, you know, people called me fake because I had my gay life and then I had my straight life, and it's just like I didn't blend the two, and people got upset because I didn't, and then they said I was on a DL, and it's like I wasn't really on a DL. It's just like you had to separate your life. So now it's just I just want to create a place where it's just like, bro, I just want people to be people. I want people to have a place like an events to come to where it feels like family because your family cut you off. Like, I want a place where you feel like you can come and not be betrayed by people or like that type of thing, because I really want this to be like, you know, of course, like it's gonna grow and anybody will be able to attend, but it's still like I still want the vibe of it to be just dope. I don't want it to be all heavy and whatnot. So, you know, that's the moves that I'm making. So I'm about to start getting all of that stuff for Pepper Seed together so I can start promoting it. So if you want to go and support, like, go ahead. It's going to be right here on the screen, Pepper Seed. I think pepperseed.nyc on Instagram. So I'm still going to do all of that, and I'm trying to think of what I want to do for my first event. It just may be simple, like I'm trying to get sponsorships to help me put this together, so it's just like I'm really trying to make it big. So, but I think I was gonna try to make this a vlog, but Derek's still talking to the neighbor. Let me go out there and see what's going on. No, I'm joking. But I think I'm just gonna make this a Moments with Mush video and put this out. Like I said, just put out videos, like whether it's just me, just him, or us together, like you're gonna see content on this channel. So yeah. So now I gotta just finish putting the moisturizer on my face. And it's time to get this Friday started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah. Y'all, this is one of my most prized t-shirts. I get compliments on this everywhere I go. And people are like, oh my God, it's so funny, especially white women. White women love this shirt. And like, I remember when it was new and I used to wear it all the time. And I remember when I started wearing it to the gym, and now I just be wearing it as like my Aaron t-shirt. It looks dope. Also, side note, I got new glasses, but I'm gonna order another pair. These kind of like my other ones. Not the biggest fan of them. I like them, but I'm very particular, and I wish that this top bar was flat because this kind of makes it look like women glasses. But the frames were on sale for $1, so I was just like, let me just put my prescription in them and order them. So came in about 10 days. Not too bad. Not too bad, but let me go. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. Be gay if you're gay. If not, leave gay people business alone. We'll catch you in the next video.